Hi there, it's Robin from Win with Robin and Defiantly Digital. Today I want to show you this website. It's usdebtclock.org and it is simply shocking. This is a live website where these numbers here are changing all the time. If you look at this figure up here on the top left hand side of the screen, the US national debt, yes, that number is $28 trillion. That is real, what you're looking at right now. It is going up all the time. So we're looking at 28,118,574,000,000 of national debt. Now this is just simply shocking. The first time I looked at this website was 2 or 3 years ago, and it was something like $25 trillion. And I nearly fell off my chair at that point, and now it's shot up to 28 trillion. If you look over towards the middle, you'll see the US GDP figure is only just almost $22 million. So, you know, we're already looking at a situation where we can't pay our debts. You know, if this was your household finances and your debt was way higher than anything you could ever actually bring in, you would be worried. If we look at the tax reserves, the tax revenue is only 3 trillion. I mean, it's shocking. It's an unsustainable situation, and this is just one of the reasons why, you know, blockchain technology and cryptocurrency has taken off over the last few years. Since the 2008 crash, the major economies of the world have not taken the lessons to heart. They have carried on printing money. The debt bubble has just grown bigger and bigger and bigger. The gap between wealthy and poor has grown. You know, the stock market is artificially inflated by huge repos going on between major financial institutions. You know, they're just buying each other's debt, buying their own stock back to artificially inflate the prices. It is a deck of cards, and it is going to come tumbling down at some point. The pandemic has obviously been the pin that has burst the bubble. It's not helped. It's just accelerated a situation that was already there. So, you know, I'm horrified by this, and I just, you know, Satoshi Nakamoto, the guy who thought up the idea for Bitcoin, you know, this was his reaction in 2008. You know, the situation was out of hand, and he wanted to set up a system that would prevent us getting to this position ever again. But, you know, here we are now in 2021. Looking at unsustainable debts and a system which is creaking. It is creaking at the seams worse than a Spanish galleon. You know, there's no way that this is going to resolve itself without something drastic happening. And you'll hear people talking about resets, financial resets, and going back to the gold standard and all that kind of thing. And, you know, I invest in gold. I have built up an asset of gold, and I'm a huge fan of gold and also gold-linked digital assets. However, you know, if there's to be something like a reset going back to the gold standard, this is going to hurt people right across the globe. Whatever happens in America affects the rest of the world. And, you know, I really don't think it's going to be a rosy outlook no matter what happens. You know, the central banks right now are all busy creating central bank digital currencies. All the major banking institutions that just 2 or 3 years ago were dismissive of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. They were the 4-letter word scam. You know, now, you know, just in the last 6 months, the last year, they're all opening up cryptocurrency divisions and jumping into cryptocurrency feet first. You know, the stench of hypocrisy is oozing from every pore of the financial establishment. They're all getting into cryptocurrency. You know, there's negative interest rates with banks. We're looking at a really awful financial situation, and you won't hear this in mainstream news very often, but this is a real live screen that we're looking at right now. These figures are simply horrendous, and it is only getting worse. Look at the debt to GDP ratio in the 1960s when I was born, 53%. Even in the year 2000, when my family was started, it was only just under 60%. It's more than double that now. Now, this is unsustainable. You don't have to be an accountant. You don't have to be a financial expert to see that this debt clock time machine is just a disaster. So what can we do about this? Well, we can look for solutions. We can look for custodianship of our own assets. We can take our money out of the bank before the bank takes our money from us. We can invest in assets that produce income for us. And the whole world of blockchain, of DeFi, decentralized finance, we can make our money work a lot harder for us than it ever will in a boring old bank account or a just about to fall over stock market. You can go onto sites like Binance, for example, and it doesn't cost you anything. Just jump on, click Binance Earn, and look at staking. And you can stake some of your assets for a week, a month, as long as you like, and you can see the returns you're going to get. I mean, I'm involved with a global blockchain banking institution, the Gold Standard Bank, and we have a huge ecosystem that is just about to, disrupt the whole financial markets. We have crypto debit cards. The big fear about crypto is that, how do you spend it? Robin, I've got all this cryptocurrency, but what can I do with it? Well, with a crypto debit card, you can go and spend it just like anything else. So there's a huge opportunity out there for people who want to embrace blockchain technology and reap the benefits that it can offer us, instead of weeping about the relentless technology advances which are stealing our jobs and making people poorer. It's all there for the taking, guys. And just go and visit this site yourself, usdebtclock.org. Go and look at it, and you'll see that this is real. And hopefully this little short video is really just a wake-up call. The situation is not going to get better unless we take responsibility for our own assets, our own financial future, and the future of our families, and do something about it. So I hope you found this useful, pretty sobering, I guess, but use this information. Get back in touch with me. I've got a whole fleet of assets that you can jump in, turn the engine on, and start building income. Assets that produce income 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What could be better than that? So please get back to me. It's Robin at Win with Robin and Defiantly Digital. Enjoy the rest of your day.